start. This is Warren Kiamco versus Bob Madenjian, who's I believe he is a veterinarian, fairly local, well, maybe 100 miles away or something. But he's a fixture on the straight pool scene. He's a great fan, decent player. He's the underdog in this match, but a lot of people are underdogs to Kiamco. I didn't realize Kiamco played decent straight pool. I'm not even sure he does. He just doesn't miss balls. We had 4 groups of 5 players, and they were split up by capabilities. And we had 4 Filipinos, and 1 Filipino ended up in each bracket. All 4 of them won all 4 games, if that tells you anything. And the 4 players are very strong. You got Alex, Kiamco, or Cuyo. I'm trying to remember who the 4th one is. And 1 other Filipino. Isn't that funny? You blank on names. I still know Alex, Dennis, Kiamco. Well, that's just crazy. Oh well. But anyhow, they all won all their matches. If that tells you anything about the depth of Filipino players, or Philippine players, I guess. This is the single elimination round. The winner of this match will be in the top 8 and guaranteed $1,000. The loser is gone. 1 match to 150 points. All the matches from here on out are to 150 points, with the exception of the finals, which is to 200 points, and that will be played at 1 o'clock Sunday. And for people interested in buying the stream on Sunday, before the 1 o'clock match, we will have the last 2 semifinals replayed. So you get a total of 3 matches, a total of 500 points worth of straight pool for the Sunday purchase. It's optional on whether you rack the balls or your opponent racks the balls. And I'm old school. I think the opponent should rack the balls, and I think Bob, that's what he was saying. This production is brought to you by Pool Table Magic, CueSports International, Tiger Billiard Cues and Products, Aramith Balls, Simonis Cloth, and OBQs. And we're coming to you from Pool Table Magic, which is a very nice room in Windsor Locks, Connecticut. The venue can't be beat. It literally is walking distance from the airport. Look out now. Real good try. Off about a half an inch. That's a 2-point penalty. 1 point. That's right, 1 point. 'Cause 2 balls did hit the rail. 1 point penalty. Now, if 2 balls hadn't hit the rail, I believe that the incoming player could then say break them again. But 2 balls did hit the rail, so Kiamco has to take the shot. But the venue's great. Good seating for a limited number of spectators, which these don't get a huge amount of spectators. The tables and everything, all the equipment is nice. The room is very clean. The food's great. Location is awesome. Parking's great. Hotels across the street, $67, includes breakfast. So we're happy. Everything's good. Just going to play the combination here. We had one 125 and out by Alex. We've had 106 from Torsten. A couple of 90s, and this is that. Shane ran 183 in practice, and I think pushing 200 in practice. And we have a daily bonus of $100 for the first person to run $100 in match play. It has not been claimed today. Which is surprising because the tables, they have new cloth. They're a little slow compared to some tables. Part of that's probably the age of the table. The other's the humidity, the area. It was raining really good the other night. And just kind of the mugginess of, Connecticut's not Nevada, for instance. Pocket sizes are generous. Pretty much standard size pockets. I was informed that the TV table has the corner leather end pads are a little bit thicker, so they're probably a quarter inch tighter. Pockets are a quarter inch smaller because the neoprene pads usually are an eighth and then they go to a quarter, or from an eighth to 3/16. So it's either between an eighth and a quarter inch smaller than the other tables. All of them are relatively generous in size, though. Okay, we're back. I had to take care of some things. That'll work for a break shot. The ball's going to move around a little bit. We've been noticing a difference, completely different attack mode of some of the players. Torsten hammers the break. Some of the others don't seem to hit it with quite as much power. We didn't get to see too much of Daniel Baruti, but he's much more of a controlled player. Plays excellent patterns. He's just struggling a little bit today. But old style, where some of the new players, they shoot so straight that they don't have to be concerned with the nuances of the game. So, let's see how Warren does. I expect him to make this, use a little draw, and come out. And he went forward. I think he's got the 14, and that's it. Well, he could shoot the 6. Well, he's got shots. He's trying to figure out what to do. And that's understandable. Still needs a break ball. The one would be a good break ball, but it's beneath the rack. But it's acceptable. Looks like the stripe will go up in the corner, and both the 9 and the 5 will go in the right-hand side. So just pretend it's 9 ball. Oh, nice. That was a nice touch. Just roll forward 6 inches or something. You don't want too much distance, too much angle. Yeah, that'll work. -8 to -1. Warren Kiamco over Bob Madenjian. With this many balls on the table, and not too many problems. There's so many ways of playing these balls. I mean, a surgeon would do it one way, and as they made reference, like Mike Siegel, after the balls were broken open, he could negotiate the rack without hitting a ball. That's ideal. Unless there's a reason to move. But, a lot of preference. Remember, this is all ball fouls. So that's the fear of shooting something like the 8, because if your hand or the cue stick touches that other ball, other than the cue ball, it is a foul. Another rack down with good breaking position. Just keeps making balls. Warren Kiamco is well known. He's just a warrior. Just plays and plays and plays and wins more than his share. So. Straight in the hole. Slowly picking at him. I'm guessing the 10 ball, it looks like. Either the 9 or the 10 could be his break ball. I think the 10's better. There he is again. This is a little thin. That's several racks. Is that 4 racks from the get-go? 4 racks from the get-go. Run of 56. And those long shots do another one in. 57 ball run. $74-19. Dennis Orcuyo ahead of Bob Jewett. Remember, these are single eliminations, so whoever wins these matches is in the top 8 and guaranteed $1,000. So in all essence, this is a $1,000 match. So both these guys can stand proud. They haven't played World Champion Speed Pool for $1,000 a game very often. It's always a better story if you can say you won, but got to play to win. I think he has a shot. Ooh. Might be able to twist that 9 in the side. That's not the most enviable shot. Good shot. Made it unnecessarily long. Length kills, but got to deal with what you got. It's always easier for spectators. Yeah. And that's the difference, because so much in straight pool, you're plunk, plunk, plunk. Then you got to come with a big old monster stroke shot. It's just not there. It's not playing 9-ball. You know, it's like playing 1 puck and lagging, and then you come with a 9-foot straight-in shot and draw it back 4 feet. Not everybody can do that. Somebody got a phone call in the audience. Balls are all spread out pretty nicely. And on the other table, 91-19, and Dennis is on probably about a 50-ball run, I think. The 4-ball, or the 2-ball, which one near the triangle, it's pretty low for a break ball, but it's there. There's other options, but let's see what he does with them. I mean, he can always use the other blue ball as the key ball and play with a 7-ball in the side. That's always a little treacherous, but very effective for blowing the balls apart. And as accurate as he would hit, he'd probably hit right in the nose, so he wouldn't have a problem. Where you get in trouble is when you miss the nose and scoot down the side. It just goes right in the corner. But that one's out of the question, so he's shooting 7 now. I mean, while we're talking options, even the 11 ball is a decent break ball, so it's up to see how he does. See what he wants to do. Was pretty good speed, but he does not want to draw it back too far. He'll be hidden from the ball, and he went about 4 or 5 inches too far. He's got a little bit the wrong angle. He can have a shot, but it's just a little longer than necessary. I think he can just drag this thing back a little bit. He's pretty good at those shots. Yeah. Without losing the angle on the break ball. Didn't get the desired results. Maybe the 3-ball will go. Or 6, I guess it is. Ooh, I didn't think you could see the 13. Yeah, you can. Different angle on the camera. And the other ball, the 6-ball or the 3-ball, the one up by the top of the rack, definitely couldn't go. So, camera angles are deceiving. Five, and then break them off this blue striped. And you need to shake a couple of balls up here. You'll go right into that corner ball. Doesn't have to blast them, otherwise you'll have tables all over the balls all over the table. Oh, he did blast it. That also caused him to not catch that corner ball full. $105-19 on that table with Bob Jewett and Dennis Arculo, and he's on a run of 63. Which means he could have the 100-ball run because he's got 105.45 to go. Yeah, 63 and 45, 108 potential. And we will be continuing the U.S. Open One Pocket and the U.S. Open Straight Pull. I'm not sure the dates or the venues. There's a very good possibility the One Pocket will move to Las Vegas because we have a local room that will be opening in July that will have be able to handle the event. And that'll be the One Pocket. The Straight Pull really does belong on the East Coast up near New York. We're only 120 miles from the Empire State Building, according to Google. I'm surprised we didn't get a little more support from the New York folks. We'll see. I think they missed a good show. We did add the full 10,000 based on 20 players. And we had some superb play. Because we're trying to make the U.S. Open Straight Pull an annual event. We haven't utilized it but a couple of times. Mostly the CSI as an amateur organization, but we do the One Pocket. And we've done it every year except one since 2004. So we'll build the U.S. Open Straight Pull into a very prestigious title. I think it's the most prestigious straight pool title, other than the Worlds, the WPA Worlds. There isn't one currently, and we've been in negotiations to get this to evolve into the Worlds WPA Straight Pool Championship. It won't happen overnight. And there's an uncharacteristic miss, just a real simple combination, 2 inches apart, basically straight in. Had to cut it just a tweak and he overthrew it. The devil's in the details. That's what happens on straight pool. You just get a little nonchalant, a little too relaxed, unfocused. Stuff happens. And I see Bob Jewett is at the other table, so Mr. Okoyo's run came to an end. he's going to try and use the 15 for the break ball. Okay, just make the 6, go to the rail, and come out. Touch a draw, maybe a little bit of right, depends how you like to play these shots. Oh, he went that way. I wouldn't have done that, but it was a touchy little angle he was on. And he's short. He has no shot. He might go ahead and shoot the 15 with a lot of speed, go to the rail, and hope for the cue ball to catch the corner ball. If he hits it just right, he'll have a shot on the corner ball, which would be the 13 ball. Tough shot. Tough shot to get anything to happen because you're going to have very little speed on the cue ball. Well, let's see what happens here. And you don't want to use too much left hand, at least you miss the whole rack. Yeah. Need to hit the corner ball. $75-8. Warren Kiamco over Bob Madenjian. Game to 150 points. The winner moves on is guaranteed 5th through 8th place. The loser gets nothing and goes home. Total prize fund was $20,700. That includes $10,000 added. First place is $7,200. Second place is $4,500. Third and fourth are $2,500 each. Fifth and sixth, $1,500 each. Excuse me. Fifth and sixth, fifth through eighth, $1,000 each. Just going to skin that 6 ball. He's probably going to try the same thing, but he might go off of the 1. I'd aim for the 1. That way, if you happen to miss it, oh, he's going the other way. Well, I'm not sure what he's doing. Oh, okay. That'll work. Like I said, 1 ball has to hit the rail after contact. thin the 6 or just put the 6 right back into the stack. Gently. Now you don't want it to go out too far. That's good. Unless the one ball looks like it's pointing towards that corner. Next match will be at 6:30. The final match will be at 9. Can't tell you who's playing yet. Because some matches are in progress that determine who's playing. Tomorrow the finals are at 1. However, before the finals proceed, we are going to be replaying the 2 semifinals. And since they haven't played yet, we don't know how long they'll be. We can figure probably approximately 4 hours before 1. So around 9 o'clock Eastern time, we'll start those. And we'll have 500 points of straight pool on Sunday. Had 750 points of straight pool today. Hit it too thin, left the ball out for a shot. Well, I think he got the 7 ball out of it, if it'll fit past the 6. He's looking. And evidently he couldn't make the 7, so he just played it safe. Not sure what Bob's going to do. I would attempt to feather the 6. But I can't see everything that's down there. Can't be a very aggressive save. He just wants to escape for one more round here. Bank the 6 into the pack, but you got to be careful the cue ball gets high enough so he can't cut the blue ball on the side. So you just feather this and at least get it past the side pocket. We're close to it. Perfect hit. Interesting way of doing it. Excellent end result. Same thing. Until somebody hits it fat, leaves a shot. He could shoot for the edge of the 10. And then if he misses it, he'd hit the edge of the 6. But by then, he might hit the 6 a little too full and drive it out where there's a shot. So you got to be a little sensitive to that. Maybe he's just going for the 6. Just to feather it. You don't want to get out there by the pocket. Oh, should have called it. That was he hit too much of it. That was the error that somebody was waiting to make. Dennis is at 131, and I don't hear what Bob's score was, but that game's also to 150, so it's fast approaching the end. There's one of those infamous behind-the-back Philippine shots. Yeah. This is fine if you make it. He's a little conservative. He didn't whack him. He's fine. He's got the 8 and come back for the 12, 13, 4. Got a whole bunch of balls that'll go. 5 ball might be a break ball, but it'd be nice if it would get nudged out a little bit. A little steeper angle than he wanted, but he should be okay. Don't want to go too far, that's all. I tried to kill it. Killed it nicely. He's got his choice of which ball he wants. I can't tell the best from here. Might be the 13 and just draw straight back. Looks like it'll be the 10 or the 12. No? May have noticed that Warren Kiamco is sponsored by Tiger. Tiger is one of the sponsors of this event, and we appreciate them. So make sure you go to the website or any shows you're at where their items are being displayed. They make tips. They make laminated, low deflection shafts. They make cue sticks. They've got burnishers. They make a lot, and it's all made in the USA. Orange County or very close to that in LA. A little short. That was good. Move the 5 out. Now you just got to get the 14. Draw it out or high right? He's going to draw it out. Hurry up. Hurry up. Yeah. I don't know. He'd have liked a few more inches of roll on that cue ball. I get a piece of it. Oh, yeah. Got a good piece of it. Playing the combination. Well, now I maybe possibly have 2 shots to choose from. He had 88 going into this rack, and Bob Madenjian had 9. This is going to break him up again. Most of those balls should be moving pretty good. Might get lucky and get a break shot out of this. Nope. Boy, he's studying these things to death. The purple ball will be the break ball, I assume. This would be a good key ball, too, but I think he's taking it now. And he'll probably go upstream and get that other stripe up there. Interesting. Wow. Don't want to get straight on that ball down there. Yep, there's a big window down crossing the way he was coming. There's a huge window back there that's close to straight. And he's in it. He's got a little bit. He can draw it into the short rail. Or he can go forward, either way. Okay. He's all right, kind of. Should have gone a little further. But he has almost as much angle as he had last time. That should be 102 to 9. Don't forget the next match is at 6:30. And then after that, be a match at 9. Tap the 8-ball corner. He was trying to catch the 2 or the 4 going in, and he just missed it. And freakishly got the 8-ball corner. Just roll the 11 back into the pack. Cue ball goes to the rail. Get a little aggressive. Take the cue ball back up into the pack. What's he doing? All right. You can see a whole lot better now at the table than you can from up here. That worked quite nicely. Except he's got a great return save that puts you at a distinct disadvantage. Just then the 8 or the 10 or 12, whatever it is, 12. A little bit of speed. Yeah. Keep going. Keep going. went for it. Well, the safe as hard as the shot. Go for the shot. This one here, just feather the 2. Mid-speed. You don't want the cue at all to go really past the side pocket. You don't want to leave the 7 where you can cut it over there, but you don't want to leave the 8 either. So you take this 2 into the pack. Dennis defeats Bob Jewett. Bob Jewett had a good tournament. Beat a couple of pretty good players. He beat Shane Van Boning. Yeah. He went for the 8. That's aggressive. It's good. I'll go for the second striped blue ball or the 3 ball. It'll be I can't tell the difference between the 10 and the 12. Just don't have much of an angle to do much. We can shoot it and draw back and get on the 3. Use it as the break. Could shoot the 3 now too. Interesting. Ooh, he's stretching. Nip the 1. Hopefully get a shot at a 5, but it's going to move, so he needs to get shot on something. Thank goodness for 13 balls. Good hit. Good hit. You got that stripe off the rail in a very awkward position where it's extremely makeable. All the way up to including the break shot. You could use it for that. He's got his work cut out for him. Must be using the 5 ball as the break ball. Gonna drag it over a little bit. He's just gonna drag it past the 5, not too far. Didn't want to get into the rail. A little straight. Just got to stun it. And little draw. Oh, okay. Leave it in the rack. Guaranteed the right angle, just a little distance, but it's at least he has a good shot at it. A little longer than he would have liked. $103 to 22. You don't have to kill it. You don't want to stick wide either. You got to have enough speed where the cue ball will get over to the rack and then hit the high ball and just go to the end rail. Like yay. If he hits out a high ball, cue ball's going to go right through those in towards the 6. Get up. Well, he's got the 1 ball. ran a dozen or so into this rack, and he's liable to get through this rack, so it'll put him in mid-20s. Slowly making his way through the rack. Only 10 of them in this rack. So he's about a 22, 24 ball run, somewhere in there. This will be interesting. I think he got there. Pretty tight position there, but he's got a good angle.
Current score is Mr. Madenjian has 36. Mr. Kiamco is at 103.
36 for Bob Madenjian, 103 for Kiamco. And Bob is shooting, and he's on a run of 24 or so. They'll know the exact number, but it's a full rack and where he started in the previous rack. Ball's going to move on this one. This one you just have to stay down, stroke smoothly. Remember what the priorities are, which is to make the ball. It's easy to overcut, it's easy to hit fat. Nicely done. If the 9-ball goes. I'm believing that it doesn't. Tough action. Yeah, hit about as thin as he could, but use a little English on that shot. You can throw it in. Didn't have to hit it that hard. Nice smooth stroke. Nice. Now all he's got to do is get rid of the 1 or the 11 because either one's the break ball. I think he'd prefer to use the 1 ball as the break ball, but he can get rid of it right now. Whichever is the unnecessary. Boy, look how long that bridge is. Like 17 inches. Lord. Yeah. A little close. Any order, probably the 8 first. Yep. 116 to 37. 34 to go. Bob's definitely in trouble.
116-37, Mr. Kiamco.
Two and a half racks. Oh. Seen that more than once. You've got to hit that ball low. Ball in hand in the kitchen. He'll take that stripe first. So we can move the cue ball down this end of the table. And he's going to shoot the 5-ball next, I think. Might go for the 15. He'll tag the 7 if he gets the 15. I don't think he'll get into the pack very well unless he comes off the 7. Oh, didn't do either. Wondering about that, blasting that shot, because with any kind of speed, it was going to arc around that. Once he get up there to the 11, before he can break the back up. Needs to get the cue ball almost a little shy of the second diamond, half a diamond. Wow, well, he'll do it off of the 6. Those are big shots. When you go for the breakout and you miss it and blow the park the rack, that's a big shot. Can't do that very many times. All right, the next match will be at 6:30. It'll be an interesting match. Shane Van Boning, Alex Pagulayan. They have met many, many times. I'm not making excuses, but Shane's, he was pretty close to Barry Berman, and Barry Berman passed away this morning. Been very sick for 6 weeks anyhow, I guess. And he was a little upset, so I'm not sure how that'll affect him. It could make him play really, really good. It could make him play really, really bad. We'll see. 125 for Warren Kiamco. Looks like 41 for Bob Madenjian. That's the second time he tried. Well, one time he did scratch.
The score is 125 to 41. Mr. Kiamco.
Tried to scratch again. It's a race to 150. Not a race, it's a game to 150. Cue ball got through all those balls. Would have been nice if it stopped in the middle of the table. He'll be shooting a 15 from the looks of it. Guess I'll try another long shot. But it's got a good angle to shoot after the 4 ball. Round the 6. Playing pretty tentative. I've seen over the years a few players that play really tentative, do high runs. Dick Lane, for one, for instance, extremely slow player. But I think most of your high runs are people that get into a rhythm. They're just running around the table. See? You know, it just, that's a gimme, and it didn't go in the hole. So after this match will be one of the semifinals. It'll be Shane versus Alex. The second semifinal will be Orkoyo versus the winner of a 6:30 match. Now let's see here. What's going on? I don't have the charts in front of me. I'll be the winner of this match. Rafael will play the winner of this match at 9. So if Kiamco wins, it's the same old story. 3 Filipinos and Shane. That'll be your 4 finalists. Alex also won the 1 pocket, so this could be a pretty good weekend, or week, for Alex. First place was 4,000 in the 1 pocket. If he wins the straight pool, that'll be 11,200. Not bad for a $900 entry fee. Bob's struggling a little bit. Oh my. He went for the gusto. Hard to keep the ball in the pocket at that speed. And just a touch too far. Just a touch too far. He has a negative angle on that rack.
Current score is Mr. Kiamco 132, Mr. Madenjian 48.
132 to 48. Kiamco over Madenjian. Bob Madenjian shooting. safety. Change the call. Did he call the 13? Remember, all ball fouls. Well, he's trying to get back into the game. He's got a long ways to go. He's starting to make a few more balls. He'll be at the 50 mark here soon. Picking up his rhythm just a little bit. Whoa, all right. I think he got all 14 that time. If that's the case, he'll have 61. Current score is 133 to 60.
33 to 60.
grinding, Bob. Well, he's going to be on a 2.5, 3 rack run. Ooh. Round again. He's feeling tired. He's putting so much energy in every shot, every move. They're a nice little run. Needs to be long.
Current score is 134 to 73, Mr. Kiamco.
134 to 73, as Mr. John Lehman informed us all. Playing to 150. The winner continues on. The loser goes away. The winner gets a minimum of $1,000. Therefore, this is a $1,000 match. If he runs his rack, he's at 148. Interesting way of getting position. Now you need to go into the next rack.
Playing for 4. Playing for 3. Kiamco playing for 2. Playing for 1.
All right, we have a winner. Warren Kiamco, 150 over Bob Madenjian of 73. We'll be back in a few minutes. We'll be back at 6:30. And that match will be Shane Van Boning versus